I'm a Toastmasters member since 3 years. And when I first entered, I was sure that I was going to be the best speaker in Toastmasters. Because I thought I was very smart and very experienced, and I thought my English was amazing. And in my first prepared speech, and in my first evaluation, and in my first table topics, I actually got the best award. So I got all 3 of them. And then I had my second speech. And I was very confident of my abilities as well. And Leilani, a former member, she was also in the competition, was also speaking. And Hande, another former member, she was vote counter, so she was announcing the results. And I was sure it was going to be me. And then Hande was like, and the winner is, my dear, Leilani. And I was like, why didn't I win? And why am I not her dear? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Toastmaster, last week we had a competition, and I competed in that competition. And I was the 4th place, out of 4 places. It is funny because 3 years ago, when I first applied at this competition as a competitor, when I first competed, the top 3 qualified for the competition in Ankara. And I was the 3rd place. And then people were telling me, wow, congratulations, that's amazing. And then last year, I was again the 3rd place. But this time there were only 2 qualifiers. And then people were telling me, ah, congratulations, try again. And this time, I applied again for the competition. And I came there very well prepared, very well dressed, of course, it's an important thing. And I gave a speech, and I was quite happy about it. And then in the break, people were saying, oh, congratulations, very good, blah, blah, blah. And even one guy, one person, I don't know if it was correct or wrong, he said, I know the results, but I'm not going to tell you. And when I heard this, I was like, for sure, I'm on the top 2. And honestly, what I thought as the result was, there were 4 speakers, and I thought Ankur and me would be on the top 2. And the announcements began. And in the competition, they start from the 3rd place to the 2nd to the 1st. And Necil, the contest chair, announced the 3rd person. So he announced, and the winner is Leilani. I was like, okay, for sure I'm the 2nd or the 1st. And then Seçkin came. He was announcing the 2nd. And you know, when people announce the winners, they have this very millisecond glance at the winner to see where they're at. So when they announce the name, they don't miss them. So I was like, okay, I'm the 2nd, at least. And Seçkin did something like, I was there with Ankur and Ahmet was there. I mean, it's very subconscious, but Seçkin was like, and the winner is Ahmet! And then I was like, the heat in my body went up. And then I had this battle between my ego and my conscience. And my conscience was saying, hey, be happy for Ahmet, he gave a good speech. And yeah, if you're not the 1st, who cares? And my subconscious was saying, shit. But wait, maybe you're the 1st, man. And then the winner announcements began. And Rasi, the president, came. And again, I had this very tiny note that I was maybe the 1st, but Ankur gave a great speech. And we were sitting next to each other, so he had nowhere else to glance at anyways. And he said, and the winner is Ankur! And you know, in the beginning, like, you had to make this face where you're very happy, and you're actually happy, but again, there's this battle between your ego and conscience. And your conscience said, Ankur gave a great speech, and he earned it. And then your subconscious comes, and it says, shit, this was a great speech, Percin. There must be something wrong. The judges must have made a mistake. And you know what's the most annoying part is? It's when people come to you and say, hey, congratulations for participating. And you know, it was frustrating, obviously. And when I was on my way back, I was really looking forward to read my book, Shibumi, which I was reading with a big excitement. I said, in the metro, I'll read that at least to blow off some steam. And then in the metro, I opened my bag, and there was nothing in the bag. And I figured I forgot it here in the painting room. And in the metro, I was like, no! And that was the last drop. And as upsetting this experience was on an ego level, on the conscious level, and then when I reflected upon myself, it taught me a lot of things. I spoke with some people about it as well and like shared some opinions. And I remembered, or I was reminded, or I figured out some things on not only about giving a speech, but also about life itself. And I thought this was very enriching. The first thing was, what is my why? So when I gave the speech, was I only giving a speech, or did I have any reason for it? What was the why of my speech? What was the reason to understand? What was my message in that speech? I figured that's something that I really have to set up before delivering a speech. And second was, is this about me in the example of speech? Am I doing the speech for myself? Am I doing the speech for the first or the second or the third? Or it's about them? Am I giving this speech to give a message, to share a story, to tell an experience? And I also, my third point was, does winning really matter? Or is it about learning after all? It's about the process. And when I look at it, I found out when I know my why, when I give a speech, when I do anything in life, then you truly make a difference. And when I understand whatever I do with people, if it's not only about me, but it's about people as well, then you truly make a difference. And when I found out that it's not about winning only, but it's about learning, it's about enjoying the process, as also Arif stated in his speech, then you truly make a difference. Because when you understand these things, when you internalize these things, then you don't really win or lose, because there's never only a winner or only a loser. And at the end of the day, I think if your perceptions are open enough and if you internalize these thoughts, then you only have two choices, two options, two results at the end. You either learn or you learn. Thank you very much.